Sophia. I am a PhD student in philosophy at the University of Chicago. And it has been so fun and so special to teach all of you guys for the last 2 weeks. It's amazing to get to know you and to get to see you grow philosophically, personally, intellectually. And I want to absolutely second everything that the instructors who went before me said. Yeah, I mean, some memories from class that were so great. It's so inspiring. I mean, one thing that I've really valued is seeing you guys take philosophical ideas that maybe you encountered last Wednesday, and you keep turning them over and keep thinking about them and keep working them over, and I hear you talk about them at lunch and at dinner. You come up to me like I'm sitting on a bench, you know, and someone who is it? Brady comes up to me and asks me about about my reasons for, what did you ask me about? My reasons?
If God was all good.
If God, exactly, right. So questioning these sort of premises and some of the arguments that we've been talking about. Also thinking on a sort of meta level about the types of thinking that we're doing in the class. So I remember I was teaching Epicurus, and at the end of class I started this discussion got started with, I think it was Simona and Sam and Sophia K, about thought experiments and the way that thought experiments the way that we phrase things when we set up a thought experiment can really change the way that change our intuitions about that thought experiment. So if I'm I'm Joe and I'm running a thought experiment to sort of pump your intuitions in the direction of veganism, and I'm talking about a guy who's torturing puppies in his basement, which is all we talk about. Just kidding, but we do talk about that. And these three students were thinking it's very interesting that if I change the animal maybe from a dog to a slightly less sympathetic animal, my intuition is maybe slightly less strong. There was something in fact, I think you brought this example up, and it wasn't about the veganism thought experiment. It was about something different, but we were making these connections. I thought that was so cool. That's a really interesting issue in philosophy, is what are the tools that we use to do philosophy, how do those work, and what does it mean to use those well? I also just love having seen you guys grow interpersonally with each other in terms of the conversation skills that you bring to the classroom and to the dinner table, the breakfast table, and all the places in between. The number of times that two people start speaking at once and they go, "Oh no, I want to hear your point first," and then the first person goes and everyone remembers that there was another person who was going to go next and waits for their response. I've heard people say, "Oh, my mind has changed based on this argument," which is amazing. It's actually so hard to let your mind get changed. That's a real skill that you have to develop, and I've seen people develop it, in these 2 weeks. Just so great. Also, developing conversational skills that allow your conversation partner to bring out their point better. Encouraging them, saying, "Oh no, go on," or saying, "Oh, I think, is what you mean this?" and then waiting for them to maybe say yes or no, or trying to draw out their idea. These are skills that are gonna serve you for the rest of your life, so keep practicing them and keep thinking philosophically. It's been so good getting to know you guys.